So, it's Tuesday. I thought it was Wednesday for a brief second there, and fuck me when I realized it wasn't. So, I wanted to do a quick update on what I've been doing. I still am doing eBay. eBay is still a big part of my life. Etsy is still an equally important part of my life because it allows me to be creative, but I don't get a whole lot of sales on there because it's Etsy, and Etsy is fucking oversaturated. And then eBay allows me to do higher volume sales, but it doesn't allow me to really express myself creatively. So with stuff that's been changing in my life, we hit week 20 yesterday. Yay! Before that, I had really wanted to start kind of dwindling down on old inventory. So I have been doing a lot of auctions, a lot of lower starting price auctions. I'm still charging shipping, but I decided to no longer keep like an emotional attachment to these clothes and hold them until I can get top dollar for them. I think, because at one point my goal was to have 1,000 items listed, but then, at least that was the goal for March, for like what my 1 year eBay anniversary was to have 1,000 items listed, and this goal was set in January before I found out I was pregnant. I was only about 200 items away, which really wasn't a huge, I guess, gap to get to, but when I found out I was pregnant, I was completely lethargic and exhausted, and I couldn't concentrate. Like, it was bad the first few weeks. I was on an emotional roller coaster. Like, it was a little bad. Like, it was one of my my not so good moments. But as I start clearing out the garage, I realized that I don't want to hold on to all this inventory for this long. I would rather hold on to it and flip it as fast as possible, which is what I had wanted to do initially. And that's how I started. What happened was back in like May or June of last year, before I switched to a premium account, I had 250 auction listings. And then when I ran out of those, I was doing the fixed price. I have a little bit of heartburn and I have no water next to me. And I liked how it was like instant, like the sale was instant on a fixed price. I listed it, it sold, done. Even though I did like the auction, because I remember when I used to buy stuff on eBay, I used to love the auction and just had a, you know, I just love it. It was something I really was drawn to when when I started doing eBay. So a few weeks ago, I got rid of all the emotional attachment for the most part. And I started relisting my older auctions or listings at lower prices. So far, I don't know how much overall total, but at least this past weekend, I shipped about 40 items. I have almost 30 items now, still with bids. I have about 30 items I have to relist. I have to be careful because I'm going away in about 3 weeks for a few days, so hopefully it doesn't catch up. But I also wanted to continue expressing myself creatively through my art and through my Etsy page and through my jewelry and through my mixed media. Art has always been a part of my life, so that's what also caused me to do like the shift and get rid of some of the emotional attachment to the clothing, is that I'll have more space to kind of focus almost equally on both businesses, which is, I guess, hopefully will be healthy for me, at least mentally. But I didn't realize I had some of my my charms here. I had done like mixed media art, and I eventually wanted to mesh that with jewelry, and I think I'm finally found a way to accomplish that successfully to where it looks nice. I had tried a couple years ago, and the art pieces I love my art pieces, but I wasn't liking the way it was meshing with the jewelry I was creating. And so I dropped that, and I really didn't pay much attention to it until recently. And I think it's because I started thinking about when I have the baby, I'm gonna have extra time. What am I gonna do with that extra time? And so it kind of started, like, my brain started just ticking. So I'm trying to resin. I first was trying like some glass pieces with solder, and I wasn't liking the way it was looking, even though what I want to attempt right now, it's almost similar to it. I think I'm gonna get a different effect once it's all put together with because I'm gonna try resin, and I'm gonna try making my own bezels this time, which I'm still waiting on the supplies, but hopefully some will be delivered today. And I ordered some supplies from off of Etsy because, you know, I have to support my people too. But I'm really happy with these. I'm so, like, you have no idea how happy I am with these. I feel like I've done it. So those are the 6 that I have. One in the other room, but in the garage, but that one really messed up. I was trying to, it's been a trial and error. Like, it's been just a trial and error. But the one in the garage, this was the very first one I made, and I ended up keeping it. Well, I may keep it, or I may just do a giveaway, because I realized there was like a couple of tiny air bubbles in here. They're really tiny, like you can barely see them if you're like looking at it at an angle with the light. So the one in the garage, I was trying a technique that I saw that would help get rid of the bubbles, and it's a technique using heat, and I think that heat just messed with the resin and it just kind of caused it to like get a little bit like a wrinkled effect. So, but trial and error. I think that's the beauty of art. You just trial and error and just go for it. So I'm still doing eBay. I'm gonna take some of the focus off of eBay and move it towards Etsy and try to keep a equal balance, which is what I had wanted to do, but I saw the quick flip on eBay that I'm not getting on Etsy. So I think that's what kind of caused me to drop Etsy for a bit and go on eBay. But at this point, I'm tired of holding on to this inventory, and I would rather just hold on to it for like literally maybe like 3 months and then just maybe donate it or do something with it. That was a quick update. Fucking heartburn. I normally haven't gotten heartburn, but I think I'm hungry. And, well, I am hungry, but I don't know if that's what's causing it. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, liking what I have to say. My whole goal is to try to inspire, try to motivate, try to get everyone to make their money. Alrighty, I'm gonna get some food. Bye.